Angela Buggea, and I'm Director of Trends and Sustainability at HCT. I was so impressed with how creative everybody is, not only on the day-to-day job, but outside of work. They always come with the most crazy, fun ideas, and it's a very fun group to be a part of. And you know, we use that creativity and we bringing into the daily work too, which is very exciting. What I improved the most on, I'd say, is feedback, like getting it and giving it. Because when you're in a creative role, that's always, you know, something a little difficult. You need to have the right people around you to mentor you and to teach you how to. And I feel like that's definitely something that I've taken with me across and learned a lot from. And that's something that I didn't think I would be capable of. And now I'm pretty proud to be able to teach that to other people too. A lot has been driven by us moving around as a family too, so that's really all these great unexpected opportunities that came to life when I was there and moving places. But to tell you about my advertising background and how it's influencing, I think that's where I met my very first mentor, and someone who really taught me how creativity has multiple forms, and it's not just in the final product, but it's in the whole process, right? And it really applies to the beauty product industry. It's not just the design department that has that skill and that possibility. It really goes across the whole chain, and it's super collaborative. And I feel like the diversity in that and the approach from someone who's in, you know, product development, even logistics or anything, can influence how you design something. It's really to be open-minded, really, and take anything as an inspiration. So it's really taught me a lot, because I really started in this world with no actual, you know, background in it. I just started working straight away in it. So I had to learn all the ins and outs of, you know, communication, first of all, how you know, express the needs of a project and a product, and then externally and also internally. So I think having been in multiple situations and having to deal with different steps of the product development of you know, a packaging or an accessories or whatsoever, has helped me really understanding when to ask a question and at the right time, and gathering the information and editing that down to the essential, knowing that each step influences the other. So again, this cross-communication, this openness, and understanding that every action you take will impact the next person that's going to take this project from you. I think having been in all those roles really shaped up that mindset that I'm trying to bring.
At KP, sustainability is in every solution, from recyclable medical device films to recycled content card films. We're leading the future of sustainable packaging.
So this was, you know, by far a great highlight in my career, because I had the opportunity to join the concept team, which is the team that does all the trend forecast and the research. And I came in to look into innovation specifically, and at the same time, this great ESG team was forming, like, or evolving, and say at BBW. And they were, you know, looking for a subject matter expert, like they call them, in every department to join and help create and build a strategy. So that's where I had the opportunity there to understand what the goals were from, you know, a global perspective at the company, and start aligning with what we were seeing in the market, on the consumer minds, and see where we could highlight opportunities for innovation that had that purpose embedded within, without having to retrofit anything, but it was part of the DNA. So that was really a great timing and a great team to work with that really was open-minded and open to hear from, you know, each step of the creation of the product to have an input. one of the biggest ones generally that we see is scalability for us, because we have a certain number of pieces to do. We have a certain number of technical requirements that might not be met by these super innovative regenerative materials. But we still have to try and research and test it and implement it, knowing that it's not a today solution, but it's maybe a year or next solution. So that's one thing, because you need to get people on board and stakeholders to agree. So it requires time, investment, designers time. Like, everybody's need to do that almost on top of their daily tasks. So it's hard when you can have a direct ROI on it. So maybe that's one of the biggest challenge when we talk about really purpose-driven innovation that looks a little more into the future. Cost, of course, is also one of the drivers. And then, it's a journey. So if you expect a perfect solution right away, that also can be frustrating, because that's not how it works. So patience can also be something that, sometimes discourage people in the journey. But ultimately, I think every small step in the right direction should be taken as much as we can. And it's okay. We're not perfect. We're just trying to get there. Involving everyone from the get-go. I think it's key, because oftentimes big decisions like that, are made at a level that it's not the people who are actually doing the work. And more it is the case, but it's been like a work in progress to get, everyone on the line to really be a part of the conversation. Everybody has great ideas on how to better do their job, specifically the one who actually do it on a daily basis. So I think that more holistic approach, that breaking the silos, really having a horizontal communication about it, and letting that build up, and letting people maybe be a little more entrepreneurial in that space too. I feel like that's where we've seen great startup coming to life and great product innovation coming to the forefront. It's where really there was no silos, and people were just open and being open to fail. I think is another one that's tricky, but I think that's where we learn the most on.